Hello, this is the summary. I guess it's not really a summary.
This is the theme of the week.
Theme of the week content.
Well, with the editor's picks, with the horrible future that we're going into, this week's theme will be AI surveillance and how you can't escape it.
And we chat more about it. So these are the stories that we've covered, but we're going to talk about it because engagement.
Now, this one, we're not sure if it's true, but I think it's easy to believe.
Federal workers say they're being watched by AI for saying anything bad about Trump or Musk. So this is the story from Monday. And I think this is inevitable. This is going to happen. It is probably already happened. Think about all the stories we've already. It's like you got the wrist strap from Amazon that's monitoring your hand movements, and you got the ankle monitor for the delivery drivers that know where you're going. You got the app on your phone to know where you're going. This is not just an AI training data set. This is also to control behavior.
And we know that more than ever, I suppose, the government is being more obvious about controlling the speech of its employees. And you also have the worry about like, hey, am I replaceable? Well, yeah, you are. Infinitely replaceable now. They're actively looking for a reason to get rid of you. And so you must very carefully monitor your speech.
Don't say anything bad about Trump or Musk.
Don't type anything bad.
Don't think anything bad.
Just sit there and toil away until the robot replaces you.
Also, you'll be training the robot.
Also, if you would like to join the club, you must not say anything bad.
And if you want to join the club that is the United States of America, if you want to come here and live the American dream, well, a part of that American dream now is not expressing yourself in ways that aren't acceptable.
U.S. says it is now monitoring immigrant social media for anti-Semitism.
And we mentioned this in the episode. Like, you could just chop off the last two words there, and they're just monitoring your social media in general.
And why would we be looking for that in particular? Aren't there bigger problems on social media?
Imagine the not too distant future where an AI agent, every one of us has an AI agent that is monitoring everything that we do. And it's like, that sounds like dissonant. That sounds like independent thought. This is not allowed.
Yeah, it might start with this, but it's never going to just end here. This is how they like put it in a headline so people feel okay about it. And they're like, well, I don't want to see that kind of stuff either.
Hey, I was monitoring this Twitter and there's a bunch of domestic violence all over it. Should we let this person in? Yeah. We're not looking for that. We don't care about that. Just this one thing that we're worried about. And maybe the most chilling of the AI will monitor everything stories this week was this one.
The UK creating murder prediction tool to identify the people most likely to kill. This avoids talking about AI, but an algorithm, a sufficiently complicated algorithm, is indistinguishable from AI. Imagine an AI algorithm, again, it's like tied into your phone. We know that the UK wants to do away with end-to-end encryption. They could just monitor your phone. They can monitor what you are doing. The UK government can decide this is antisocial behavior and go harass you. They're already harassing grannies for posting things like, this government sucks.
Am I crazy that I would be a little bit disappointed if my murder score was 0?
No, that's perfectly on brand for you.
Yeah. If it was kind of high, I'd be like,
Yeah, I can see that.
But
I feel like this is going to tag a lot of people who, are just kind of, like I said, just kind of weird, a little bit off-putting.
Is the end game here that they just start putting like Zoloft in the water? I mean, how do you?
They're removing the fluoride so they can replace it with Zoloft.
That would be cool if one day, like in some kind of freedom of information type of deal. I know they don't have that, but you could get your score and you could paste it on your front door.
Do not solicit
no
my
soliciting
murder score.
High murder score.
We got to start an open source project to do a counterintelligence, artificial intelligence bot. So you build an AI bot to interfere with the AI bot that's monitoring you to feed it information to make you not stand out in the crowd.
And when you do get your murder score, you're probably going to have some mandatory counseling. But there's not going to be enough counselors because everybody's going to have a high murder score because we live in a dystopia. So you'll get this.
The artificial intelligence therapist will see you now. Again, this is you connect the dots on these things, and it can very, very quickly be misused.
We can't build a better society. You're just going to have to deal with it by talking to a robot.
And this is definitely going to lead to conformity, don't you think?
Yeah.
Just like, listen, I know you're screwed up and you're miserable, but here's how you need to behave in order to get your UBI stipend. You don't want to go back to the factory, do you? Do you know what the injury rate is at the robot factory?
I'm pretty sure there's more than one science fiction dystopia novel that's about like the giant AI computer controller thing. Is like, no, you need to carve birds out of soap in order to get your and it's like, I don't even know where these go. And then like they start digging into it, and eventually he goes down in the basement, and there's just every bird made of soap that he's ever made just piled in a pile in the basement. And it's like, oh, we use this for compliance and
No.
give you a sense of purpose. And it's like, but I've never had a sense of purpose from carving birds out of soap.
Yeah. In that future, you will, of course, eat the bugs. You'll live in the pod, and you'll own nothing. But you will be shuttled around by robots. However, while they shuttle you around, they will be extracting value from you.
Waymo to use interior camera to train generative AI models, but riders will be able to opt out.
For now.
How long until...
After a very long process.
What if Waymo can also collect blood plasma on their ride? It's like, can I opt out of that?
Well, they could certainly get your DNA off of surfaces in the car, right?
You get into the car and a little like needle pops out and you put your finger on it.
To make sure you're not on any drugs or anything.
That you don't have a high murder score.
That would be a great way to collect all kinds of biological data that we're going to need to train all the AI agents. That's for sure.
They'll also probably have, like just a convenient piss jug for the same thing. Right? It's like, don't make any messes in the back of the car. The doors are locked for your safety. You can't leave.
Do not worry if the car explodes because the batteries overheat.
And finally, among all this, how do you opt out, right? How do you escape it? What do you do to hide yourself?
That's an instant plus 10 on the murder score.
Oh my God, your murder score is gonna go crazy if you show yourself in public like this.
Pirates fan asked to remove bag from his head during the game because of a safety risk. Yeah, it's just this is I would like.
This is deviant behavior.
Yeah,
and it's stupid, but this is what's at risk. You can't wear a bag in public because oh my gosh, it might scare people.
I think like wearing a bag should be incorporated into the flying spaghetti monster religion. It's like you are permitted to wear the religious garb at any moment.
I like that this news article shows him actually making the quote costume. Yeah.
After the fact. What if he would have put a happy face on the bag? You think that'd make it better?
Like it's just really happy.
Yeah.
No, I think that would actually it would tick up the murder score at least 2 points.
Didn't the UK have like Lord Buckethead or something? What about that guy? It's like what have we come to? If you can't wear a waistband on your head, it doesn't seem very free.
Well, nobody's arguing that the UK is free, are they?
Well, it's like the Boston Tea Party. They all got dressed up for it. The pageantry of it.
Well, he couldn't wear it to this Pirates game. I mean,
oh right, this is not the UK. What am I?
Yeah, this is here.
This is Pittsburgh.
Well, I'm just saying we should have some solidarity from our friends in the UK because of Lord Buckethead. But the absurdity.
And yet it's the reality.
And that's what you get here: absurdity.
But we're in this together, and maybe if we point out the absurdity and one of us happens to be in a position to do something about it, we'll be able to do something about it. Maybe, possibly, I don't know.
Or you'll be, destroyed for your deviant behavior and your murder score.
We're in this together, but don't admit that to the AI therapist.
It's like there are more in your cell. Tell me who else is in your cell. And it's like, cell? Who said anything about a cell? There's just internet randos.
We'll see you guys next week.